What's up out there in the YouTube world today? Once again, I'm driving into work. Yippee-ki-yay. Who gives a fuck? And that noise you hear is just a fucking rapper, alright? The rapper. Because I'm eating a wake-up wrap. And they wrapped it with paper. Whatever the fuck this shit is. And it's loud. I guess you probably thought I may have filmed the video after I ate. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Split second. This fucking thing's pretty good. Anybody who likes Dunkin' Donuts? Grab a couple wake-up wraps. Turkey. They're good. Be right back. Okay, today's the day I want to talk about what is an individual contractor or a subcontractor. A lot of people got it confused and a lot of bullshit going on where I am now. Each one of those labels, subcontractor and individual contractor, carry a label of subcontractor, which is a key name, but each one of them end up getting a 1099 at the end of the year. So a lot of companies try to pull it off and have people work by the hour, 1099, but they got a lot of things wrong with their little plans. Because a subcontractor makes his own time and chooses when and where and how to get the job done after they get the job from the original contractor. Excuse me. Fucking hiccups. Just bear with me. Fucking rough morning. No sleep last night. Couldn't sleep. Too much crap on my mind. And I've been thinking about this stuff here. So here you go. If you're going to become a subcontractor in a 1099, what you guys need to do is every dime you get from that company that you're subbing from and you're working from, you need to keep track of every dollar, which is every time slip at the end of every week. You keep that, and every check you get from this company, you have it. When you go in the bank to cash it, you need to ask the bank teller to photocopy it for you with the copying machine and give you a copy of it. They have no problem with doing that. And you get yourself a nice little folder for each company you sub off of by the hour. And you set that aside for the end of the year when it comes to taxes. Because if they look at you like you're an irresponsible person or somebody that just doesn't stay with it on everything, some of these contractors might juice you a bit. You may have only earned $20,000 from them one year. In that same year, all of a sudden you got a $25,000 1099. Yeah, because they think that you're irresponsible and you're not keeping track of all your shit. So I highly advise that you keep track of every damn cent you get from each company. And if it's a company that you work for all year, like a few of us do, you only got one company to worry about stashing all those checks you got after you photocopy them. Everything. Do not miss a beat. Because if you do, you don't know what the hell you made, and then they can jack you on anything they want to do. So I highly advise you listen to me. And here's the thing. A lot of people got subcontractors wrong when you work by the hour. People like to walk around like you work for them. Oh, you don't come here on time, you're fired. You leave early, you're fired. If you do this, you're fired. Find another job. Well, you can't fire a fucking subcontractor, all right? Hello, fucking newsflash, people. Okay? It doesn't make sense. These people want the best of both worlds. They would like to not pay taxes for you, not get your taxes paid, but tell you what the fuck to do every day. Okay, so if you chose that job, if you do choose that job, here's a little protection for you. A, you do not work for them directly. Okay, if they want to be like that to you, then find other work. Unless you invested enough time into the company and you got nothing else coming up. B, a subcontractor does not have helpers appointed to him, does not have a job description, does not fill out time slips, and does not have use equipment from the contractor. So there's a lot of guys out there that are 1099 and working by the hour and probably getting cheap fucking money because these fucking guys like to take every dime for themselves. So, just sit back and think, all right, you go to the shop in the morning, you grab a slip, it's a work order, there's a list of shit on there for you to do, what time you gotta be there, you get in a company vehicle with a guy that's appointed to you, and you go do the job, and you come back, and then you got to go do something else because you got to make your 8 hours, okay? So it's not like you get to take a break even though you made them a fortune on that, whatever the hell you did. Newsflash, everybody, you're an employee at that point, okay? Just like an individual contractor, same thing, okay? There's a little tiny difference between them, but in our world, the working man's world, the blue-collar man's world, if you're not in the union, you're working out there for some local guy that decides that he doesn't have to put anybody on the books because he's been scoring this way for years. And, you just got to be careful. Because if you're not careful, you're going to get deuced, okay? Because if there's 30 guys working in the company, right, and you're all 1099, and you look like the type of people that just throw your carbon copy of your timesheet in the garbage. Well, maybe if you feel suspect that these people are doing this to you, maybe you should do as I say. And when you go cash that check on Friday or Thursday or Wednesday, whenever they want to fucking pay you, because they don't want to pay you, I'll explain that later. But anyways, when you're at the bank, they got a copy machine there. Just copy that damn check, okay? Because I ain't playing, man. There's a bunch of you 20-year-olds out there right now. Probably think your shit is doing good. You're making good money. You moved up in the company, and you're not thinking of any of this shit. But by the time you're 30, you're going to be owing thousands of dollars in fucking taxes. And you probably been with the company 10 years, and they probably added $4,000 to $5,000 on your 1099 each of those years. So they fucking got to wash 50 grand on your ass in 10 years, okay? So then by the time you're fucking 40, you're probably over 100,000 they got to wash on you, okay? Now times that by fucking 30 guys they got in the company, okay? What's going on with this? $3 million they avoided on taxes. Real fun, huh? Nice for them, but what about all you guys? Shit. You all got shit on, okay? Because you were blind, you're just happy you got a job, and you don't want to be the complainer, right? So if you don't want to be the complainer and you're happy you got the job, all right, hey, dude, I'm all for you, okay? But listen, do yourself a favor. You grab you go to CVS or something, grab a booklet of those manila envelopes, okay? And whoever you're working for, whether it be A&B Corporation and then C&D Corporation, if you're working for one, hey, that's awesome. You only have to take a copy of one check a week or whatever. What you need to do is when you get that check, say if you went out and bought materials for the company and you presented the sales slip with your timesheet at the end of the week and they paid you back. Well, there's double jeopardy there because you're just thinking, all right, they're paying me back, they're putting in my check, blah, blah, blah. But you think they're deducting that off your check at the end of the year when they're totaling your 1099? No. But on that check that you get, and it's not illegal to do, okay, you see the description box, okay, and you write, say if you spent $80 on materials, you write on that spot, because they're not going to write it, you write $80 materials. So after you photocopy that check and you do your math at the end of the year, there's your beef right there. You already know to deduct $80 off that check. You're reminding yourself to do it, okay? Because by the end of the year, you may put $2,000 into the company, helping them buy materials, because you want to be that guy that doesn't want to bother them for a check and don't mind buying stuff and getting money back later. So if you forget about that, there's another $2,000 that you're paying taxes for them. And then they write off that $2,000 on top of your head, okay, with your 1099. And then they also got the sales slips to write off another $2,000 in materials. Okay, so that's another $2,000 for one person hitting. And if you times it by 30 guys, you're looking at $60,000 that they get to hide, because you all were nice guys and fucking purchased things and gave sales slips to get paid back on Friday or whenever you get paid in your check. Okay? So if you don't write your little notes down, at the end of the year, your 1099, you're gonna have get a $52,000 1099. Technically, you should only got a $50,000 or a $49,000 1099, say. And that's just for starters, okay? Now, if they know you're the type that don't keep track of that stuff, at the end of the year, you might end up with a $55,000 1099 and be like, wow, I did good last year, feeling good about yourself, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you just take off the couple grand you helped them with, and then take off the extra $5,000 they added to your ass, okay? Because you didn't pay attention and photocopy your check and keep your math, okay? So that's how you do your taxes, all right? You don't wait at the end of the year, okay, at all for your 1099. If you're only working for one person, and even like I said, if you're working for three, you gotta have records, okay, which is very easy. Okay, you have records of each contractor, right? You do the sub work for, okay? Now, we'll just stick with one, because most people work for somebody all year by the hour and they're 1099. So here's the gig, okay? Your responsibility is to keep track of your own records. The IRS don't give a rat's ass about that 1099, because if someone didn't send you the 1099, right, and they threw it in the garbage and claimed they sent it to you, and you don't do your 1099 because you didn't get it, well, guess what? Newsflash, it's still your fault. The IRS is going to turn around and say, well, they show that they 1099 you for $56,000, and you should have your own records. You don't wait for a 1099. At the end of the year, you should have exactly what you made from them people, so it's your responsibility. So, I'll go back to 1 year. A buddy of mine gave me $4,000 worth of work. He said he wasn't going to 1099 me. So I was like, all right, cool, man, because I did it cheap for him. Well, after June rolls around, he apologizes to me on a text and says, Wes, I am sorry. I am so sorry, dude, that I had to 1099 you for that $4,000. I'm like, dude, I already did my taxes in April. He's like, well, I had to do it, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, my taxes are already fucking filed, idiot. Okay? Now, I got a $4,000 1099 I didn't add into my taxes. Okay? So now my taxes were done wrong. And I'm fucked. He's not fucked. It doesn't matter. The IRS is like, well, it's your word against his, and you should have added it in if you know you made that money. So basically, your friend's a little faggot, and take the faggot back, all right? Because I'm not against, I'm sorry, whoever's gay and whatever. I'm not against gay people. I'm not racist or nothing. I'm just pissed off, and I said it by accident. So take that word back. Anybody out there who's gay is all good with me, man. It's not my problem, okay? It's not even a problem, right? There I go again. Let me not mess myself up here, and I'm not going to erase this because I said it by accident, and I'm apologizing. My little fucking idiot, okay, of a friend, okay, screwed me, all right? And I'm pissed, right? And that was years ago, but he screwed me. So if you guys are going to sit back and let people jack you up like that, then, that's on you. All right, so let's get back to this, all right? So now you add up all your shit, okay, for that year. You come up with 39 grand. You don't gotta wait for that 1099 for them people, because like the IRS said, you keep track of your records. Now you deduct all the materials you got back in them checks and add up all the money you made, and then you file a 1099 form, right? And if you got kids, click the standard write-off button, because you're never going to get over 12,500 in write-offs, okay? So it's going to help you out. And, you know, the lucky guys that have a few kids and they had a hard time all year, they may get money back, earn income and stuff like that to help them out. So that's pretty cool. But listen, do yourself a favor, okay? Just keep track of everything. Don't wait for the 1099. Keep your records. File what you know you made. And then when time comes where the 1099 comes and you see it's $5,000 or $6,000 too much, oh well, the IRS may contact you, as long as you have that folder with all that information of all the paychecks you got, because it's going to be consistent. Now that person who did that to you took a big chance, okay? Because now they're going to audit you and they're going to audit them. And you want this because you're being honest. You got every check given to you, okay? They don't want this, but tough shit. Now you pull out your manila envelope with all your records of everything you've done for the year and how you did it and why you wrote it off. And then they audit them, and they're going to have shit to fucking prove that they gave you that kind of money. And then if there's other checks in there without your signature on it, and they made checks in the middle of the week, you know damn well, and everybody knows damn well, that you didn't make no money in the middle of the week because you work by the hour. The IRS will figure it out. They will audit them, they will penalize them, and they'll be responsible for all this shit. And you know what? And then you're going to teach them a lesson, okay? So your best bet is to do what you know you made, okay? File it out and get audited. Who gives a shit? Now you're going to bag the person without being a rat. Get it? You're not going to just rat them out, okay? You're just doing your legal paperwork, and it's on them. Now, they took a chance to screw you over, and they just got themselves audited. And if they're doing it to you, they're doing it to another 10 or 20 people in the company. So they just may have a problem. So you need to form a unity or a mini union, okay? You need to talk to workers that you work with, be quiet about it, ask each other questions and figure out and see if you're not the only one, if they're the only one, if there's going to be other guys. So help them out and tell them what I'm telling you, to do it the same way. And then once everybody reports their taxes the way they got their money, and the IRS sees 7 to 10, maybe 20, you know what? That person just fucking buried themselves that gave you those 1099s. And you're all doing it the right way, okay? So here's the thing, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, all right? We're going to get back to the subject of your friend that you helped, okay? Now, you need to just report the fucking taxes, okay? Don't ever do a job for cheap. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's your brother, okay? Because when shit hits the fan and they got to fucking cover their ass, they're going to file it and say you made it, okay? And it doesn't fucking matter what deal you made, okay? So here's what you need to do. If you get $3,000 worth of work from a friend, you tell him, I'm getting paid normal, and just 1099 me. I'm not taking a chance. And that's it. I'm not kidding you. Because if they go file it and you did your taxes, you're in trouble. You're going to be paying penalties, okay? So that moonlight job sounded all good, man, doing it on weekends, busting your ass, making really shit money per day, but it was extra money for you and your family, and you're doing your friend a favor, but in the end, it's still $3,000. They don't care if you made it in a day or 3 weeks. It's $3,000 that you did not claim on the top of your other 1099. So you need to have somebody, if you do it, you better have somebody that you really trust, okay? And here's the thing, you don't give the fucking person your social security number, okay? So if you're going to do that little side work, there should be no reason that person still has your social. He may have 1099 you for work before, whatever, but you do not give anybody your social unless it's a legit contractor, okay? So therefore, when Bobby Joe over there decides to fucking 1099 you for your $3,000, he ain't got no social, okay? Friend or foe, who gives a fuck? You ain't my friend. You want to fuck me like that, okay? So in the end, you're gonna turn around and tell him to go fuck himself and go find new friends, okay? Like I'm gonna do, okay? So you're 1099 worker. You need to pay attention. And I'm not kidding. It's happening all over the place. These people are walking around saying, "Oh, great job this year, guys. We're looking to beat last year like we did the year before. We came in $200,000 over $1 million this year. We did much better." But then they follow up, "But we got robbed for more hours. We got this and that." You really want to hear that shit? It's like, congratulations, but you're a thief. Nice people. But in the end, right? Yeah, I wonder how you got that extra $200,000. Okay? Why don't you subtract all the fucking extra money you put on all our 1099s? Okay? So in the end, right? They didn't do anything better, and they calling people thieves. And look in the fucking mirror, because all they're doing is fucking stealing from you. So in the end, that's a fucking big offense. Okay? I don't even give a fuck if it was a law. Okay? You fuck me, and that's it, dude. I don't care who you are. Okay? So in the end, you better follow proper things like I listed for you, because I'm looking out for you, and I really hate to see a 20-year-old guy, anybody, even my age in the 40s, whatever, guy or girl working their ass off and not paying attention because they're just happy that they're in a company, may have moved up, or whatever the good stuff is with these people, okay? Like I said, 1099, subject of the day. Hit me up in a comment. Any questions about them? I got answers. I'm a pro at it. I'll be back later in the day. I'm over here getting ready to start my job for the day. Talk to you soon.